Okay, squiggles are a squiggling.
Though when the thing happens, it's just going to be an entire page of me going, fuck this.
Light the light, time to
Shipping.
get the music. I don't remember the lyrics to the Muppet Show tonight. Bum, bum, bum.
Man, I wish this involved Muppets. Hello, and welcome to Stasis Pod, the Transformers Cyberverse podcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
And I'm David.
And we are back with more Cyberverse.
Look, it gets better next season.
Yeah,
Second season, it gets better. The first, we're going to get to that Velocitron episode.
Oh, man.
So we just have to keep telling the bots, it gets better. Bumblebee, it gets better.
We're not there to the Velocitron episode yet.
No.
So.
Unfortunately, this first season is 18 episodes long.
Well, that's not... Well, they're only 10... That's not that long. That's only 9 episodes.
I suppose that's true.
90 minutes. That's good.
We are going to be trying to do them 2 episodes per episode.
Yes.
Because, they're only 10 minutes apiece.
There's not a lot going on in these anyway.
There's not.
Because it turns out that
bots. When we get to bots, though, we could do a whole episode for each 15, 12, whatever minute.
The weird thing is, though, despite those doing that, they managed to have subplots. This does not have subplots.
Bots absolutely has subplots and continuity.
Many of which involve Dave.
Character arcs.
You say that, Rob. I think this show only has subplots and no plot.
Just oops, all subplots.
Yeah.
I don't want to be too mean to it, because some people like the show, and some of those people might want to start listening to our podcast.
Maybe by the time we get to the second season, when writers I've heard of are there, maybe.
Once you start bringing in the writers who have read IDW comics.
Yes.
Well, this definitely has writers who've read, I guess, the wiki. Although I say that, but this episode was written by Zach. This is Memory, the second episode of Cyberverse. First aired on TV September 8th, 2018. And written by Zach Atkinson, who's actually written a ton of Rescue Bots and Robots in Disguise.
Yeah, again, as I said last time, I do wonder how much of this was handed down to them by Hasbro, because I feel like the writers involved with this should mostly be better than this.
So we are still in the desert. Last time on Cyberverse, Bumblebee is a child and has no memories, and Windblade is trying some wacky gizmo to try and get inside his brain. But
I am sad that it's not needles, just because the needles are super messed up.
The basic old cortical patch thingy from Prime. It's it's old hat at this point.
Except instead of the
psychic patch.
Decaying... Inception-esque mindscape of an increasingly deranged Megatron, you just got Bumblebee's weird ball of, hexagonal screens. It's
Beehive.
It's the late-night Bumblebee cam. Anyway, the attempt to do this causes an energy pulse. This alerts Thundercracker and Novastorm, the 2 Decepticons pursuing them, that they are indeed there, so now they're going to find them somewhere in the Endless Wasteland.
The extremely Roadrunner cartoon-looking wasteland.
Yes. This episode would have gotten an extra star if we'd gotten, little fake Latin names under Bumblebee and Windblade when we're finally introduced to them.
I was thinking we really needed them under Thundercracker and Novastorm, because they're the villains, too. So.
Yeah, and also they got nothing much to do in this episode.
No.
Thundergar Crackagon? But yeah,
BRB dying.
So, Windblade, Bumblebee, they're kind of coming to. He still doesn't know what her whole deal is. He doesn't trust her. They're promptly attacked by Decepticons. And also Bee is experiencing a little stinger dysfunction.
It happens to all of them sometimes. It's nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because he used that in the first episode to tase Thundercracker. Well, stun him. It stun locked him. But it doesn't work again now for subplot reasons, not plot. And wait, does anybody actually say Nova Storm's name?
No, it's in the credits.
Okay, that's why my note one of my notes is completely wrong, because it just says Skywarp Lady.
Not quite. I think Skywarp shows up later and is not a lady, but then there's another character who shows up who is sometimes a lady and sometimes not.
Yes, which was apparently originally an animation error, but then they were like, you know what? Gender fluid.
Became their thing?
Yes.
Yeah, the wiki notes of that character are more interesting than what I've seen of this show so far.
I mean, they made some lemonade out of those lemons, but
yes,
they were certainly delivered some lemons.
Yes.
Anyway, so Windblade just buries these guys under a bunch of rocks and then steals their car.
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Yes.
It's like Beast Wars in here.
I like the design of their car.
Yeah, that's kind of cool looking. The Decepticon scout ship.
Yeah, I mean, nice starship design. I am a big fan of interesting starship designs. It's very sleek and pointy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit Star Wars-ish, expanding universe kind of, but in a very
it definitely looks like something that they'd be flying around in Ahsoka or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like just replace the cockpit with like a hexagon or octagon thingy of a TIE fighter.
It's a nice bright color.
Yeah, get like R5D4 up there or something. Anyway, so her plan is that she'll be able to hack into the computer of this thing, and then she'll be able to use that additional power to try and do the brain thing again with Bumblebee.
Bumblebee has his own plan, which is to press all the buttons.
Yeah.
Because Bumblebee is... Yeah, I like to refer to this season as Bumblebee needs an adult.
Yeah, I feel they went a little too far in making him real stupid.
Yeah, like
it's weird.
So the Bumblebee... Like, in the Bumblebee movie, they get across that he's, like, got memory issues and is having to relearn a lot of stuff. And in this, he's just bag of rocks. He's just...
Yeah.
He's like dumb. A toddler. He's like a hyperactive toddler, and it's not great.
Mean, the whole thing there is that, like, he doesn't understand Earth stuff.
Yeah.
But in this, he doesn't understand any stuff.
Anything. Like, it's fortunate that they don't have, like, particularly... worrisome bodily functions to worry about, because he would Spider-Man would have to be showing him how to poop.
Oh
no. Yeah, when are we going to get that in the MCU?
B-Crit Wars 2.
Yeah, so yeah, Bumblebee's, which is kind of funny, but also kind of like, yeah, it's wearing out its welcome. But he's just sitting in the ship and pressing all the buttons.
And so she tries this again. She does indeed name drop that she's a city speaker.
Yes.
Yes.
Which, I mean, that's kind of a fun name drop, but also I don't really get how it makes any sense.
Yeah, what does it even mean in this continuity?
He's not a city.
Yeah.
Means that she's got telepathic powers. She knows how to do telepathy. Which, yeah, he's not a city. He's just a person. Like, cities are like Windblade in the comic didn't, like, just go inside. She didn't do nemosurgery. That was its own separate profession. Which probably they didn't encourage on campus.
And she wasn't doing, like, Professor X psychic plane stuff either.
Yes.
Well, maybe Bumblebee is telling this very badly from the future, and it's about the city he became.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Literary reference, sort of a book I haven't read yet. On my pile.
Big N.K. Jemisin fan, I guess.
Yeah. She's pretty good.
But no, it turns out that inside his mind, Bumblebee is still, like...
He can talk normal.
An adult, kind of. So he can, like, talk. without pulling sound bites out of nowhere.
He doesn't remember anything, but he does at least move his mouth and not make radiostatic sounds when he talks.
Yeah.
So he tries to remember where the Ark is, but instead he can just remember where it launched and what he was doing. He said goodbye to Windblade, and that's pretty much it.
We see Perceptor, who has an eye patch.
Yes.
Again, someone was at least some artists, some character designers were reading some comics.
Oh, I didn't even notice the eye patch. Oh.
I mean, I don't want to be like, oh, the good thing about this is that it references other better things, because that's crappy. That's real crappy. But it is worth noting that they're carrying over some of that stuff. Even if maybe not understanding, maybe in like a cargo cult kind of way, like Perceptor with an eye patch was cool. If we put an eye patch on Perceptor, he'll be cool. And it's like, that's...
Right, I mean, that was something that was a thing because it played on what you know about Perceptor, but if he just has it from the beginning, he's just a guy with an eye patch.
Yes. There was like a story behind it that is not being established here, so yeah.
It's like if the first time you see Wolverine, he's Patch.
Yeah. Yes, just like that.
So he does finally realize that, Windblade is his friend. But unfortunately, he has also, by pressing all these buttons, used the ship's communicator, and now Starscream is on the horn.
Again, like I said, unfortunately not Frank Todaro.
No, this is Billy Bob Thompson.
Billy Bob Thornton? Wait, what?
No.
Megatron, I sure do like them French fried potatoes. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. I mean, that would be the worst Starscream, but interesting.
He does.
Some folks call this a null ray. I call it a sling blade. Yep.
He does kind of sound like the Frank Todaro we have at home.
And I like Frank Todaro, but Frank Todaro is kind of the Steve Bloom we have at home.
Yeah. Not as bad as the guy who does Dead End. We'll get there.
No.
I'll stop referring to things that aren't going to come up for another half a year.
Yeah, that's not coming for a while.
Yeah.
And, that is where the episode ends, because these are 10-minute episodes.
That's it. And like I said, there's no, like I said with other shows where they do this, there's, like, a story. It's like a self-contained story, whereas in this, it's just... The whole season is kind of a long story. And I guess it gets a little better when we get to the episodes that are just about a particular memory. And then we get the Velocitron episode.
Except sometimes those memories are real stupid, as we'll get to.
Yes. Sometimes they are distressing in ways that are not adequately addressed by...
Are they about eating beans?
Man, I wish. If there was just an episode... If there was just a memory that was the low road, I'd take it.
Like my notes, I mean, admittedly it's only 10 minutes long, but this is the least notes I've ever taken for anything ever.
Oh, I know.
Even if you double it.
Like I said, this feels like their intent was to make something to be watched on an iPad in the back of the van.
Yeah, it's a DVD extra.
Case in point, one of the memories he recalls in this episode is from the first episode.
Yeah, reusing footage already.
From 10 minutes ago. If you're watching these sequentially, which I did.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, so that now brings us to episode 3, Allspark. In bad news from Bumblebee, the forums are down, so he doesn't have anywhere to complain.
What emoji does this episode have?
Sorry?
You said the previous episode that the episodes have emojis. What emoji was this
yes.
one?
Oh, now I gotta pull that up real quick.
This has an explosion emoji. And the previous episode had a plug emoji.
Oh, a plug, I guess.
Well, because I guess she like an electrical plug.
Yeah. But the memory should have been the save icon.
Plugged into...
No one knows what those are
probably.
anymore.
Well, the thing is, they know that it means save. They just don't know what the physical object is.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like how the phone button looks like a handset, but nobody actually has the handset anymore.
You can buy those, though.
What, do you attach it to your phone?
Yes. Also, they make them in Bluetooth. This
Man,
came up...
I kind of like the idea of... Can I also get like a rotary dial for my phone?
This came up in Monster Dawn, in the classic movie Destroy All Monsters, when there is a video call that someone is making, but they're actually talking on a traditional telephone handset. So they have the video part, but the actual, voice is being communicated with the handset. And I was thinking that you need to get one of the, Bluetooth ones and do that when you're doing, Teams calls. When you're on Zoom, and you have a handset, but you're on the video call.
And also, you should answer with ahoy.
Yeah, yes.
Ahoy, ahoy.
But you can also buy those as, a novelty, a functional novelty item.
Yeah.
And now I kind of want a charging station that has the rotary dial on it.
I saw some at Target in their little cheap area. You wouldn't know about this, Rob, because you live in the land of no Target.
We for a brief shining moment we had Targets, and then we did not have Targets.
But they have a little area up front with little impulse buy, $5 and less stuff, and they had some of those little handsets that I think used the headphone jack. But they were translucent plastic.
Oh.
So they were A+. They were beautiful.
Oh, give me that iMac aesthetic.
Yes. It wasn't the frosted. It was the phones. They used to make phones that were just solid like that, and then the components inside, the bell would be painted bright pink, and they're pretty amazing. Now I'm gonna have to find them in my my photo album on my phone, but
Truly,
anyway.
we did not live. No, we were living in a golden age.
I know. Sad.
So anyway, this is episode 3, Allspark, written by Gavin Hynite, who's written a bunch more Cyberverse, and would also write a bunch of the War for Cybertron trilogy.
Oh boy.
And wrote 2 episodes of Transformers Earthspark.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So we'll be getting to those.
First season or second season?
Weirdly, one first, one second.
Oh.
Okay. Interesting.
So I guess somebody stuck around.
Yeah. They didn't run all the writers off.
Yeah, that will indeed be a tale to tell.
Looking through my photo roll, and it's kittens, random stuff I found at Target, Tasha Yar, kittens. Anyway.
Alright,
it's important that I have a picture of Tasha Yar on my phone.
So yeah, the Decepticons know that they are on Earth, so they have to get into this ship and take off. They go into the mountains. They're drinking from the fountains. But also Bumblebee can't fly. But once again, he needs an adult.
Yep, he sure does.
So they touch down near a radio tower, hoping that whatever this thing's broadcasting, probably Coast to Coast AM, will block out the Decepticons. See, apparently this is supposed to take place in the 80s, even though Bumblebee is a very not 80s looking car.
Yeah, neither's Windblade. Well, she could be Cybertronian, but still.
But later they're okay, spoilers for season 2, but later there's YouTube and stuff.
Oh. All I know is what the wiki tells me.
Weird.
Okay, sure.
Maybe it's supposed to be happening decades later? I don't know.
Maybe somebody just forgot to tell the editors.
Yeah. So anyway, she hooks back into his mind, and he's starting to figure things out. He does not remember what the Allspark is, so now we got to tell everybody what the Allspark is. Just fire up the wiki, everybody.
Time for exposition. It's important.
So we're on Cybertron, and Bumblebee has to get this package through the shattered hellscape of Cybertron. Grimlock is there, voiced by Ryan Andes.
Oh wait, Grimlock?
Yes, that was Grimlock.
Oh,
That was Grimlock.
He was in robot mode.
I guess.
Maybe you didn't recognize him because he was in robot mode.
Possibly.
Yes. Maybe you didn't recognize him because of his red arm. Also, apparently, he's the grandson of the guy who played Birdman in the 70s.
Really?
Which I have never actually seen that. I'm just familiar with Harvey Birdman, attorney at law.
Yeah,
Which he is, of course,
guess what the original.
Gary Cole.
They used to show actual Birdman on Cartoon Network on Saturdays back in like 94, 95. I think they're talking about trying to get that from ETV Toons because I care a lot about ETV Toons and have to bring it up whenever possible.
I mean, that's definitely some classic Hanna-Barbera, we have no idea what we're doing, it's the 70s kind of cartoons.
Yes.
What, people like superheroes? Okay, what about Birdman?
I think they mentioned getting, hoping to get Frankenstein Jr. once they're done remastering that.
Okay, I do not know what Frankenstein Jr. is.
I mean, it is exactly what it sounds like, but also...
Okay.
Now I have to look
But
it up.
he's not to be confused with, like, the fake monsters who moved in next to the Flintstones.
No, it's Frankenstein Jr. and the Impossibles.
Oh, yeah, that is...
Oh, the Impossibles. Right.
That is a new one to me.
Oh, man. Okay, now I gotta... I'm posting you the link here from Wikipedia.
Okay, actually, I do think I have seen that Frankenstein design somewhere.
Yeah, because it's just so goofy.
Oh, well, apparently he was a robot, and he was voiced by Ted Cassidy, who was Lurch.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I believe you also recall, I'm pretty sure he was also Hanna-Barbera Godzilla.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Up from the depths.
Oh, although hilariously, he was, you know those fake monsters who moved into the Flintstones? He was also the fake Fred Munster. So I was kind of right.
Okay, good.
And yeah, the Impossibles are a trio of superheroes who pose undercover as a Beatles-esque rock band.
Yep.
Yeah, you know, like
That-
you
that-
do.
I mean, listen, it was Hanna-Barbera, so by law, 75% of their shows had to include a band.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, someone had to be a band. It was important.
Anyway,
I don't think they had a comedy and animal sidekick, though.
shockingly not. Anyway, so he's zipping this thing through Cybertron. This thing starts glowing blue and like talking to itself, and then he gets zapped, and also the landscape goes all Tron from its energies. And then just before he gets there, it tells him, it sort of beseeches him to stop, and he does right before it's all blown up by Starscream.
Yeah.
So he's like, hey, the Allspark, it saved my life. So I guess the Allspark is important, and it does blue glowy stuff.
And it talks to me, but I don't understand what it's saying.
Yes. So she hooks in, he gets another flashback, and this time, it's the thing where they shoot the Allspark into the space bridge, which is, again, a thing from the War for Cybertron cartoons.
Yeah.
Or the War
Also,
for Cybertron video game, rather.
also the novels, which I have been
Oh, that's right, the
bringing up
novels.
other side things I've been doing lately. I have decided it is finally time to tackle reading those novels.
And, of course, also the movie.
Yes.
And
of course.
animated.
Yeah.
And basically everything.
It happens a lot.
Yeah.
It's a thing. It's a thing that has to happen. Optimus Prime
As here
and
we see
Megatron
Optimus Prime and
have to be friends.
And yeah, this guy is doing an unfortunate Peter Cullen impression.
It's not great. He's definitely
It's not
the Peter
great.
Cullen we have at home.
Oh man, he's the,
Optima Primus. Optima Primo.
he's the Peter Cullen we found out on the street.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And then he's fighting Megatron, and Megatron here is Australian ?
Oh?
He's got an accent. He's like, oh,
it continues. I think maybe
he definitely says it's Optimus Prime.
I think he was feeling something out here that he didn't end up going with for the long run.
So I guess the question is he trying to do, like, what's his name from the movies? Agent Smith?
Hugo Weaving?
Oh,
Hugo Weaving.
Maybe that's what he was trying.
Who is, of course,
the Red
possibly
Skull.
Australian or possibly from New Zealand. Definitely some form of Antipodian. But also, it just kind of made me think of that. Have you seen that Auntie Donna video with the guys doing the Ben Mendelsohn impression?
What?
Oh, yeah. You haven't been talking to the cops, have you, mate?
Auntie
okay, well,
Donna?
that shall be linked later. But that's all I can think of. Oh, you haven't been talking to the Autobots, have you, mate? Because they're just kind of talking about like what Ben Mendelsohn does in like most movies he's in. But yeah, Megatron.
I will say one good thing. I'm going back to Chappie because I'm still on Chappie. God. They do let Hugh Jackman use his actual accent.
Oh, that accent is magnificent.
Yes.
Oh, that's who Ben Mendelsohn... Oh, wait, have I seen him in anything other than Star Wars?
Yeah, you saw him in Captain Marvel, Secret Invasion.
He was the most likable Skrull.
Oh! I just remember him as a Skrull. I don't remember his face.
He's in The Dark Knight Rises.
Okay.
He's that guy, he's like that crummy businessman who's trying to, like, rip off Bane, and then Bane, like, breaks his head off.
Okay. I might remember his death then.
It's very distinctive, yeah. He's playing, like, Roland Daggett, or whatever. Anyway, yeah, Ben Mendelsohn, he's great. Usually covering up that Australian accent.
Huh.
Anyway, in this case, Megatron, Australian or not, is Mark Thompson, who was, I guess he was various guys on Yu-Gi-Oh! He was Casey Jones in that 2003 Ninja Turtles cartoon.
Oh. Okay.
He was also various characters on Daria.
Way back in Daria? Huh.
You know, I actually didn't watch very much Daria, which I imagine comes as a surprise to literally everyone.
Kinda, yeah.
Jen, I'm going to need a moment here, as I believe my jaw has actually dropped off my head. That is it. Did you not have MTV? That's the only possible explanation.
I kind of did, but I was somewhat limited on, like, what... I mean, I didn't have it, like, in my room or anything, so... I was somewhat limited on the family TV hours, and I had to be saving my personal TV time for X-Files and Transformers that I recorded off the Sci-Fi Channel that morning.
I cannot believe that I've seen more Daria than you have. That is shocking. Shocking.
Well, if they'd sort out the music rights, I could fix that.
Well, I guess that's true. Well, they probably have, like, torrents of the original ones.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. I could probably dig it up somewhere. Find it on Daily Motion or something.
Anyway, Jen, you are standing on my neck.
Sorry.
Anyway, so there's fighting going on. Prime hucks the Allspark into this portal. It's gone forever.
The end.
Etc., etc. Before time began, there was the cube. Like I said, the cube, it's fun to say.
The cube.
The cube.
I guess. I don't know. I like it being a D20. Because nerds love D20s. Nerds love a good D20.
I suppose. But, dice can also be cubes.
Yes.
Yeah, but those are just D6s, and that's what ordinary people play with. Or, like, Warhammer players. I mean, Warhammer players also play with other dice. It's so many D6s. Oh my god. Just bags full. Just, oh my god, all my Dark Eldar are gonna roll for damage. I'm just entire handful of like 30 D6s.
I have given up on ever understanding anything about Warhammer.
I understand pieces and I don't care about the rest.
I played it briefly.
That's one where war never changes, right?
No, that's Fallout.
Oh. Then I really don't understand anything about Warhammer.
Well, also that's from Metal Gear Solid 2, because it's a good quote.
No, Warhammer is the grimdark future.
Right. My understanding is that nobody understands Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, that's
kind of.
true.
Yeah, no, except maybe lesbians. I've been told.
Maybe I should try it then.
I don't know why, but they seem to enjoy it.
Well, I have been listening to it a lot of Chapel Roan lately, so it's possible I could crack the code.
Maybe.
Anyway, so Bumblebee is now remembering. Oh yeah, that guy who sounded like a guy who once heard Peter Cullen. That guy was pretty cool. And she's like, yeah, that was Optimus Prime. He's the guy literally everybody knows.
Like, he's the most important guy. Like, you go up to some random grandma on the street and show her a picture of Optimus Prime, and she's going to be like, oh yes, that's that Optimus Prime from the Transformers.
Yeah, like, this whole flashback sequence with Optimus and Megatron just made me feel like this little episode is a shitty version of that GoBots episode we watched.
Oh no.
The olive columns.
Yeah.
This, I gotta say, I mean, I forget whether we get more later on, but this is one of the less gay beginning of the war moments.
Yeah, I mean, this is where they're already enemies and like shooting each other. I don't know if we get back when they were bros.
Yeah.
But we're certainly going to get that in Transformers 1 this fall.
Back when they were giving each other friendship bracelets like Psykill and Leader 1.
Yes. And, so yeah, that is pretty much where the episode ends. Starscream's coming? Well, not till next episode. Maybe.
Again, like I said, I feel like the writers... I mean, again, these are mostly writers who have been writing half-hour episodes, so I think maybe they just were not getting the vibe of writing a 10-minute episode.
Yeah, that could be the thing. It's like asking...
Like, there's a cadence.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like asking most comic book writers who write 20... Well, it used to be 24, now it's 20-page scripts to write an 8-page comic, and it's just different... flexing different muscles. Well, muscles differently.
Yeah, it's a different pacing.
Yeah.
So yeah. I think that's part of it, is just that they're not accustomed to the pacing needed for a 10-minute episode. Or maybe they just decided to write the whole season as one thing and just cut it for commercial breaks. It does get a little more episodic when we get to the point where just about every episode is just a memory.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we do get to that. Sometimes the memories are fun, like the McAdams episodes, and sometimes it's the Velocitron episode.
Oh god.
We're getting David all like, what is lying ahead for me?
I've heard myths and tales of the bad Velocitron episode for years now.
Oh god.
The McAdams episode is fun though, and I will give us a little history lesson on McAdams.
Like, well, that's the thing. Velocitron is never right. I mean, even in the original, like, Cybertron cartoons, Velocitron didn't live up to the story Bible potential it had.
No, it's just a roads through the endless wasteland, driving in a straight line.
Yeah.
Like, it should be like giant Hot Wheels tracks.
Yes, which is what it really should have been. Or just go even further into like Race World.
So yeah,
that sounds bad.
Get a little better when it gets to the point where it's the like memories are the episode more or less, so that there is at least like a story that's got some sort of beginning and end to it. But otherwise, hang in there until we get to season 2.
Hopefully.
All right.
And then season 3, which is kind of wild, even though it, like I have said, doesn't really seem to know
what it's doing.
What arcs are.
Well, it's the ship they left Cybertron in.
Yeah. It just seems to end in the middle, but then it's got more episodes to go, and then something comes out of nowhere at the end, and it's a whole thing. And then that one thing happens. damn it, that one thing.
The thing.
What a choice. What a choice to make. I don't know if Rob knows what the thing is.
I do not know, but I am dying to know. But I'll find out in good time.
You'll probably know when it happens, because it will just seem like a thing that would upset me personally because of my feelings towards those characters in other stories.
All right. So, yeah, that is it for us for these episodes. We'll be back next time with 1 or 2 more Cyberverse episodes. Until then, you can find us all over the internet. We are on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we are on Mastodon, and we have a Patreon.
Yes, we are hosted on iaconunderground.net, where you can find links to our Discord server, to our various social media profiles, and to our Patreon. That is also at patreon.com/iaconunderground. I feel like I should mention that there's this whole thing going on with iOS payments through the Patreon app, so use the browser version. Just whenever you have a choice...
Even the Android version, I think, is better, but...
Whenever you have a choice between using an app, and I say this as a mild InfoSec jerk, use the browser version. The apps...
Hey, that's what I was telling David earlier today.
Yeah, he was just saying to use the browser version of Discord and not the whole app. That is a valid decision, Rob, and I stand by your decision to use the Discord browser, even though I do personally have the app installed on my MacBook.
Technically, it was not a decision because I did not know there was an app. But
yes,
also, I'm not going to use it now.
That's reasonable. But we are hosted on patreon.com. Well, no, we have Patreon on patreon.com/iaconunderground. For July, we did an episode of the mid-2010s Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon that had Deadpool in it.
Because it sounded like a good idea at the time.
It seemed like a good idea at the time. We do like those fun, like, big current movie adjacent things. It turned out to actually be not very good, but definitely check that out if you want to be jump scared by the origin of some Zoomer slang.
Yeah.
that was distressing. But yeah. We have not decided what we're going to do for August yet, but we will come up with something fun. We should do an episode of Yogi's Galaxy Goof-Ups, since I've been on about that lately. We should not do that. It's terrible.
I don't think we could... Like, trying to review most Hanna-Barbera cartoons, I think would be a bad idea, period, because it'd just be reviewing bad old jokes.
Yes, other than GoBots, like the comedy ones. The action ones, a little better. But we will think of something fun by the end of the month.
Yes.
So yes, iaconunderground.net, that's where you can find all of our fun stuff.
All right, so until next time, when we embark on a journey and perhaps endure a whiteout, I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
And I'm David.
Ooh, there's snow in that one. I like snow. At least everyone doesn't turn gray for the snow episode.